Hey guys, I just saw Batman v Superman: Dawn of the Justice, and I would like to tell you my thoughts on it. The reason that the audio is so piss poor is because I'm currently driving home and I'm using my phone to record my voice, which is what you were hearing. Hi, hello. And so now I will get into my thoughts of Batman v Superman. This movie I have been excited for, like most people, or at least most nerds and geeks, for a pretty good portion of my life, I guess. So going into this, my expectations were so unbelievably high that I did not in any way, shape, or form think that the movie could live up to my expectations. But, I mean, I usually don't believe in miracles, but let me tell you something. I'll tell you what. A miracle happened tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I sound like such a douchebag. I'm gonna just cut the crap. The movie was fantastic. It was really good. I mean, the last movie that I was really, really excited for was Spider-Man 3, and I think we all know how that turned out. This is no Spider-Man 3. The review embargo hasn't gone up yet, but I assume I'll put this up when it does. I don't know if Warner Brothers is gonna murder me because I got to see the movie early and then post a review on it. They told us not to post spoilers, and this will be a spoiler-free review. So I don't know if the critics are gonna like it. I think they will. I honestly think they will, because it was a really good movie. And that will be my first point. It's a good movie. The reason I'm not too big on the Marvel movies anymore is because they feel like products. They don't feel like art. They don't feel like movies. They feel like, let's pump this out. We gotta make Ant-Man. We gotta make Ant-Man 2. Quick, everyone wants Ant-Man. This feels like they put together a really good story, which they did. They got a good crew of actors, writers, and boy, did they. Christian Bale is my favorite actor of all time, but I thought he was a pretty piss-poor Batman. And I was always behind the idea, even before they announced it. The person I wanted to play Batman in this movie was Ben Affleck. And, well, yeah, he's the best Batman we've ever seen on screen. He's scary, which he should be. He's brutal, which, again, I think he should be. And he fights like no other Batman we've ever seen. That scene in the third and final trailer of him beating up all those thugs, that's just a small portion of that scene you see in that trailer. The full scene is incredible. And when it was done, the whole theater just applauded. And it was incredible. It was a sight to behold. And I cannot wait to go see this movie again on Thursday. But Batman is great. There are a few questionable things with Batman, like there are a few people he accidentally kills. You know, every single movie Batman has killed at one point, so it's nothing new. But if you're looking for comic accurate, guy doesn't kill, you might want to look elsewhere. But there's only one or two instances of, oh, he just killed that guy. Again, they were kind of accidents. They weren't technically Batman's fault, but a few people probably died in this movie, and Batman was involved in some manner. One of my other big kind of worries in the movie was that they were going to paint Superman as some big, super villain, and it was going to be completely from Batman's point of view. That's not really what happens. I think both characters get a pretty decent amount of screen time, equally. It's definitely a Batman movie. I'd say it's more of a Bruce Wayne movie, but it's definitely a Superman movie still. They don't go at every turn and go, Superman's a bad guy, he killed all those people in Metropolis. So I think it's pretty fair and balanced when it comes to, the two main characters. I think it's really personal preference of who are you rooting for in this movie? Are you rooting for Batman or are you rooting for Superman? Wonder Woman is great in it. I can't really base too much of an opinion on Wonder Woman because she's not really in the movie all that much. But when she's in it, she has a really good presence. Gal Gadot is really good in the movie. She's got a bit of an accent, but I don't really mind. The true star of the show is the thing that I was the most apprehensive about. And I'm going to go ahead and say everyone's going to say this coming out of the movie. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor is amazing. He steals every single scene he is in. Everyone was like, oh, he's like the Riddler. Funny jokes. He's like the Riddler from Batman Forever. You know, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne. I love bringing people together. You know, he's a little eccentric, but when you see the movie and when you see him overall, you'll understand how amazing he is in this movie. For people worrying that second trailer spoiled a little too much of the movie, I really don't think that's the case. There are a lot of really great things in this movie that the trailers don't even hint at. There are scenes where I was like, wow, this wasn't anywhere in the trailers, and there are a few good surprises. The movie, another thing that I was a little worried about was that it was going to be like Iron Man 2, where they were like, hey, this thing was popular, Iron Man was a big hit, let's do it again, but this time, let's cram as much in as possible. Let's put Nick Fury, let's put Black Widow, let's put War Machine. It's not a Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, Aquaman, Flash movie. It really just isn't. Don't believe when people say, or to quote the movie, don't believe everything you hear. That was a terrible Ben Affleck impression. But don't believe when people are like, they're trying to kickstart their universe all at once. It's going too fast. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is a Batman, Superman movie. Do not worry about overcrowdedness. It is not overcrowded. So, one more thing I want to praise to high heaven until I wrap this up, and that would be the soundtrack. Oh my god. It's beautiful, it's haunting, and I really hate to use this word, but it is epic. They've created some really great themes. Hans Zimmer redeemed the kind of so-so Batman theme of the Dark Knight trilogy, and really just created, well, it wasn't him, it was Junkie XL. All the praise, I think, lies with Junkie XL. But that's gonna just about do it. I can't really get into spoiler talk, so I can't give my full thoughts on it. But it was an incredible movie. And if you were a comic book fan, and if you are a Batman fan, Superman fan, just a DC fan, or I will just say comic book fan in general, it doesn't matter if your allegiance lies with DC or Marvel, go see this movie. It's incredible. And I'm not just saying that as a DC fanboy. You know, I truly believe that this movie's really good, and I cannot wait to see it again Thursday, and I cannot wait for the critic reviews to just hate the movie. So, you know, thanks for watching, whatever. I really enjoyed the movie, and when it comes out Friday or Thursday night, you should definitely go see it, because it's incredible.